It's Sarah here. Welcome back for another Moosin adventure. Today I'm flying solo, which doesn't happen very often. So because of that, I'm actually going to take advantage, so to speak, of being by myself. And I'm going to do all of the single rider rides inside of California Adventure and in Disneyland. You'll also notice behind me that look what happened since last night. I was here yesterday as well. This was not up on the entryway to Disneyland, but it's only half of it. If you notice, if I turn this way, it's not up on the other side yet. I don't know if you can tell. Actually, it might be that side. There we go, that side. It's not up. It's only halfway up. But that's crazy. It was not here yesterday. It's almost Halloween. So today we're actually going to start out in Disneyland. And we're going to do all the single rider lines, starting with, I think, Space Mountain. But I also really want to catch the Magic Happens Parade because I think it's here through September. At least that's what it says on the Disneyland site. But I've also heard rumors that maybe it's not. So hoping it's still here. And I also really want to see the Wondrous Journeys fireworks because it is down to the last 2 days. So that's our plan for today. I almost forgot there's one more thing that is a must do today. We started on the Halloween food yesterday, and I'll put a link in the comments to part one of the Halloween food, which was yesterday. We tried out some Halloween food at the Smoked Emperor's Grill, as well as the Hungry Bear, I want to say Hungry Bear Jamboree, as well as Hungry Bear restaurant down in Pier Country. Today, I'm going to try out the food at the Crazy Cone Motel. A lot of the food for Halloween is treats on Sundays today. There's not a whole bunch of food. And since I'm by myself, I don't want to order a lot because I'm not going to be able to eat that much. So today I'm just going to do Crazy Cone Motel. It's spicy macaroni and cheese. My kids think I'm a little bit crazy because they're like, it's going to be really spicy. You don't do spice, which is true. I don't do spice. However, I really like the stuff with the red pepper. I think it was called red pepper chili cheese sauce. Why can I never remember the names that I had on the burgers yesterday? And this has the same cheese sauce and macaroni and cheese. So I think I'm going to really like it. The thing that's really iffy for me is that it has some kind of hot, like cheese puffs, things on it, like spicy cheese puffs. I can usually do those in very small moderation. So I'm hoping that between the bread cone on the mac and cheese and the macaroni and cheese itself, that it will kind of equal out the spice on the cheese puffs. But we'll see. But enough about that now. For right now, we are headed to Space Mountain to single rider line it. Yesterday was a crazy short day in terms of crowds at the park, and it looks like today is going to be as well. It's 4:20, and Buzz Lightyear has a 5-minute wait. Star Tours looks like it has a 5-minute wait. I'm curious to see what Space Mountain looks like. The only thing I can figure, this is kind of a spoiler alert if you're planning a trip, is that it's that week that they're transitioning from summer into Halloween. Halloween doesn't start until Friday. And school started because I think, in years past, that first week of September has been really slow. For whatever reason, this last week in August has been really slow. So we might have to do the single rider challenge another time as well, just because I think wait times are going to be slightly skewed because the park is so empty. But I'm going to do it anyway. It still says it's 20 minutes. So Space Mountain says it's 20 minutes. Headed in there now. The exit is where you go in for the single rider line on Space Mountain. So we're going to head in there. Sort of insane. I was not anticipating that, but I walked right on. I did not stop at all. When I got up there, Space Mountain is a ride that the way that they load it, you have to load and unload really fast or it breaks the ride. So they didn't even wait. The very last car was open and they weren't going to wait to load it. They just sent me right on there as a single rider. So I literally walked on that ride, did not stop at all. which I was not anticipating. But because usually the single rider line has a fair amount of people in it, that yeah, that wait was under a minute. But the only thing I can figure is that it's because their regular line is so short that people that would maybe normally go single rider to get a fast line are like, forget it, we'll just go together. It's only 20 minutes. We're gonna be able to do everything anyway. So it is literally like 4:28. That's how short a time that took. I'm heading over to Matterhorn. We'll see if my luck holds and I can walk right on that one. I'm guessing that that's not going to be a long wait either. Submarine Voyage is walk on. Autopia looks like it's walk on. If you're ever planning a vacation, all those kiddos out of school and come now, you'll still get to see some of the Halloween stuff, although it's not all of it. And if you plan it right, you can make it so that you're hitting the tail end of all of their seasonal activities that are going on this week. Plus, you'll hit Halloween because anybody that's here right now, it's Wednesday for reference. If they're coming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they'll get today and tomorrow, which are normal seasonal summer days with the summer fireworks and summer parades. And then come Friday, they're going to hit like all the Halloween festivities. This is a good time of year to come. Heading around by Matterhorn right now. The single rider line for Matterhorn actually uses the same exact entrance as the normal line. They just send you to a different part of the line once you get inside the ride. So I'm almost there now. This line, this say looks a little bit longer than Space Mountain. It really doesn't. I didn't really see the normal line, but this line looks incredibly short too. Okay, here goes for single rider on the Matterhorn. I stand corrected. I have not done single rider in a really long time. It's actually out and around now towards the exit. Oh, here it is. I found it. This line is also identical to Southbound in that it said a 20-minute line. So let's see how fast the rider is. Thank you so much, Kaylee. Wow, that absolutely mirrored Space Mountain. Again, not expecting that. When I first got in the line, I actually thought there were people in line. There's actually people that had walked in the wrong line and didn't mean to be in the single rider line. So this was again a ride that I walked straight through the single rider line and got immediately on to one of the Matterhorn bobsleds, which I really was not anticipating because the only time you get on is if there's like an odd numbered group, like a group of 5 or I don't know, like a group of 3 and 2, because that's still just 5. But yeah, walked right on. So man, I'm gonna be through all these rides really fast, and then I might go back and take advantage of some of these shorter lines. Because it really is empty today. Dumbo is saying 5 minutes, although that line actually looks a tiny bit longer than that, but not by much. The Alice in Wonderland, I think, was 10 minutes, and that is typically over an hour. I'm really curious. Gonna detour by the castle. I really want to know what Peter Pan says. I could look on the app, but since I'm right by it, I'm just gonna go look. That's another way I judge, kind of based how busy the park is, because that's usually about an hour long line. It's one of the longest lines in the park. Because who doesn't like Peter Pan? That happens to be one of my favorite rides too that I never go on because I don't like waiting in line. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, this line is short. Just looking at it. This says 30 minutes. But yeah, it's not long at all. Snow White's really short. It doesn't even wind around outside. Neither does Peter Pan, if you can see it behind me. It's straight inside the building, which is very unusual for Peter Pan. All right, headed now to Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is actually apparently where everybody's hanging out, because Jungle Cruise says 30 minutes and Indiana Jones says 55, which is more like a normal crowded day. So here goes nothing. I might time this one to see how long this one takes. Well, that has changed since the last time I did single rider, which I said has been a really, really long time because I don't usually go single rider. But apparently, Indiana Jones no longer has a single rider. So, I guess there's only two that I know of then in Disneyland that have single rider, and that would be Space Mountain and Matterhorn. If you guys know of something I missed, let me know in the comments below because I would love to know. Since I have a little bit of time to spare before the parade, I'm going to jet over to California Adventure and see how many single rider lines I can hit, and then come back for the parade. I know that there are a decent amount of people that are familiar with Walt Disney World or really familiar with Disneyland and aren't really familiar with both. Walt Disney World, you can park hop, but it's a little bit more of an ordeal because they're spaced apart, so you got to jump on a shuttle or the monorail or whatever. Disneyland is different. Disneyland is literally their entrances are exactly across from each other. So if you have a park hopper, it is super easy to cross back and forth, and it's not a big deal. Just like that, voila! I'm in California Adventure. I hope I'm right. I think there might be a single rider line for Soarin', so I'm gonna try that first. So I decided not to do the single rider line for Soaring. However, there is one. You go to the main entrance and you ask the cast member for the single rider line. They give you an orange paper, which is what they also give you at Space Mountain. Although Space Mountain wasn't orange, that's how they know that you're a single rider. And then the cast member actually escorts you to, I was going to say the front of the line. I don't know if it's front of the line because I didn't do it. It is so not crowded today that the cast member was like, don't bother with doing a single rider. Just go in the regular line. The regular line will be faster. So that's how short it is today. So I decided not to do that one. I did that one yesterday. So I think I'll head to BP Sky School on my way around to Incredicoaster. This line says 20 minutes too. So the single rider is essentially to the main entrance. You just go to the side and up the stairs. Seems like there's two people sleeping in there. So just know how fast this goes. I got on faster than I thought I was going to get on, so I didn't push stop on the timer until after I got off the ride. But getting off of GB Sky School, waiting in the line, getting off of GB Sky School, it took me 7 minutes. So that's definitely shorter than the 20. But to be totally honest, if I was here with my family or my kids today, I would have just waited in the regular line because that's not a long line. Heading on over to Incredicoaster right now. Saying that the wait time's only 10 minutes. Again, if I wasn't by myself, I would definitely do just the regular line. But since I'm here by myself and since they have a single rider line, I might as well take advantage of it because either way, I'm most likely going to be paired with a stranger anyway because I'm only one person. This one, you come down here, not to the exit, it's just kind of to the side, and they give you a ticket as well. That was my very first time having ever ridden on the single rider at Incredicoaster. You're going through kind of the side. It's probably just the wrong time of day right now. But you go up an escalator, or not an escalator, you go up an elevator, walk to another elevator, and go down that elevator, and that's where you wait for the single rider with that little green pass. That's what distinguishes you as a single rider. There is a slight flaw with that. That is on the way in, it was just me and another guy in the elevator. But as we were waiting to get on the ride, an entirely full elevator came out, and I think they were all one group, which sort of surprised me because regular line was so short, but it doesn't really matter. But here's where the flaw came in, is that it's a very small area to stand in while you wait for the single rider line. So if you're not careful, when that new elevator comes in, you'll get kind of buried behind the new group. And then you have to be kind of aggressive and assertive to get like kind of back in a place in line because there's not a line. It's just a clump of people waiting for single rider. We are like killing it in the ride department today. We've only got 2 more single rider lines left. Unless, like I said, you know more, let me know in the comments. I don't usually ride single rider. And one of the ones I thought was single rider is not any longer. But hoping my luck hands out. It's about 5:34, and hoping to be able to get in Cars and Monsters Inc. before the parade. So apparently I should have checked the app before I walked over here. And not a big deal, but Radiator Springs Racers is down. It does break down a decent amount of time. So, gonna cut through Avengers Campus. Gonna go ride Betty Pass and Monsters Inc. It's Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. You actually ask the cast member for what's called a Betty Pass. This line is 30 minutes, so this is a good one to do single rider for. So for this Buddy Pass, you ask the cast member and you go into the exit. This Buddy Pass is my favorite Buddy Pass in the entire park because this pass is actually good for 2 people. So you and someone else can ride this line. You don't have to be by yourself, but you can be by yourself if you want to. So you go into the exit and then you wait there after you get your Buddy Pass. Monsters Inc. is by far my favorite, quote unquote, single rider line in the park. Most of the single riders work off the premise that, well, number one, they're height restriction rides. So you'd have to be tall enough to meet the height restrictions, but they're bucket seats. So you end up sitting with a stranger on these rides because they're bucket seats. Monsters Inc., first of all, doesn't have a height restriction. So you could go on that with your child or somebody, that's smaller. So you can go with anybody virtually. And oh, it's Mickey. And because they're bench seats, they've made it a buddy pass where you can ride with somebody else instead. Here we go, back again. I usually sit by It's a Small World, but since it's only me today, I think I might see if I can get a spot on Main Street, especially knowing that I'm going to cross right back over to California Adventure when the parade is done. Cannot complain with this view. I am sitting right in front of the train station. The parade starts from Main Street, so it's going to come down the street. It's going to have a really good view this way. The best part is that I'm sitting on the curb, so I get to rest my feet for a minute, as well as having front row seat.
Future Moose here. I forgot to say anything after the parade happened. I was like so caught up in the parade. But after the parade, I left Disneyland, went back to California Adventure, and picked up my mac and cheese cone at the Crazy Cone Motel.
Things I did not think through when I was mobile ordering this morning. It was only me. I think I told you I only mobile ordered one of the Halloween items today. And I decided to go with the special Halloween Crazy Cone. It is a mac and cheese with, I believe it's a red pepper cheese sauce, which I had last night on the cheeseburger and loved. I did not think it was spicy, so I was like, I'll get the Crazy Cone mac and cheese, because my one son is like, I don't know if I want that because I don't like spice either. But it does have the kind of like the spicy, I want to say spicy Cheetos. They're not spicy Cheetos, but they're kind of like that on top. I don't know if you can see it. It was really pretty. At first, I didn't think it through when I ordered this because it is a Crazy Cone. It is shaped like a cone. It comes in like it's not a bread bowl, but it's kind of like a bread bowl. But didn't think that through because I can't really sit this down and eat it. So I made a major mess because I was trying to balance it and it tipped over and it just doesn't look pretty anymore. However, it does in fact taste good. It definitely has a kick to it, like it didn't have any kick to it, and then you know how kind of sometimes spicy stuff will have that after kick. So that's what this has. That it's not bad. Like my eyes aren't watering. I'm not sweating to death. I can definitely taste it. But as soon as I have more mac and cheese, that will balance it out. The cheese sauce is so yummy. Don't let the fact that it's a red pepper, I believe it's a red pepper chili cheese sauce, don't let that deter you from getting this because it's good. And I think I know you could ask for it without the spicy chips on the top, and then it would be more like a regular mac and cheese. But this is really yummy. I'm definitely gonna get this again, but I'm not gonna try it in front of you like I didn't before because there was no way to balance this, and it does in fact fall over. But go and get this. It's at the Crazy Cone Motel, and I think they used to be mobile order only, but they aren't anymore. You can actually now walk up and wait in line too.
So, my goodness, hang on. I'm gonna have to start eating all this bread. I think I'm back with a little amended statement. I have now finished all the macaroni and cheese. I will not be getting this again. It was really good if you like spice, but like first few bites it didn't hit me, and now it's hitting me like I'm sweating, and yeah, I'm so not a spice mousse. So if you like spice, and if you like spice, you're probably gonna see this video and just die laughing because you'll be like, yeah, Sarah, that was not even that spicy. To me it was. So yeah, I'm not gonna be getting that again, but if you like spice, it's really, really, really good. As far as macaroni and cheese goes, they have a really good macaroni and cheese. It's just a little spicy for me. I just checked the app. It looks like the Radiator Springs Racer ride is back. It's been down for a while because I think we went over to watch the parade at 6 and it's now 7:30. The standby line is saying 90 minutes, which makes sense because it was down for a decent amount of time. I'm sure people were watching the app like I was, and now it's like, well, let's go. So I'm gonna head over there for the single rider line and see how it goes. But I've done that line once, maybe twice before, and it went decently fast. So I'm curious to know what tonight looks like, especially with a 90-minute wait.
Alright, so this single rider line is actually right to the left of where regular entrance is, so it's not hard to spot. Looks like the single rider line is really, really long too. But since this is what I was planning on doing tonight, and I'm not really planning on doing anything else, I'm gonna wait and see how long it actually takes. This is the single rider line now. As you notice, it is pretty empty. When I got in the line, it was going all the way up to the entrance. This is the single rider line and the regular line. You'll notice that there aren't very many people on the regular line anymore. And I kind of knew that going into it because I know that right when it first opens, it gets really busy, and if it says 90 minutes, people are not very likely to get in the line, and so then it gets way lower, whatever. But I went on it because that's what I was doing today. I was doing single rider. And that being said, even with the line going literally, the single rider line went all the way out to the entrance. It took 33 minutes to get on the ride. As far as single rider lines go, I think cars probably moves the fastest, and that's because they sit 3 to a row, so there's 6 people in a car. But if there's like a group of 4, you end up seating them 2 in the front and 2 in the back, which means that there's 2 spots for single rider. So, or like, party of 5, they'll seat 1 single rider or whatever. So because of that, the single rider line moves really fast because they're constantly putting single riders onto that empty seat in each row. I didn't remember what the wait time said when I left, but if you ever see it being a really long line, just don't wait in it and come back later. I am done with all of the rides that I know of. Like I said, I could be missing one or two because I know sometimes they change. So if you know of any single rider lines that I missed, let me know. And I want to come back and do this again in the future when it's a more crowded day, because with the exception of Radiator Springs Racers, none of the lines were super long, so it's hard to get an accurate count of exactly how long it would normally be. But it was a really fun day. We did a couple rides in Disneyland, a couple rides in California Adventure. Now I'm going to go get a spot for the Winter Series fireworks show. I'm probably not going to get a spot yet. Who am I kidding? It's 8:20, 8:15. And I always just walk up to it. It's a small world. You can see me. I don't have to wait. But I'm a little bit sad. I'm really excited for the fireworks show to be here because I love the fireworks show and Halloween, but Lavender Chinese is my favorite. It's been a really full day. We had the Halloween macaroni and cheese from Crazy Cone. Not a fan because I'm not a spice moose, but again, if you like spice, you'll love it. We saw a couple characters, which I don't even think I chronicled. Um, Maybe I'll throw a picture of Goof in here because I know I took pictures of Goofy. We went in the stores on the way to the fireworks. That was a problem because now I saw new merch that I gotta have. We watched the fireworks. We watched the parade. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. Am I missing something? I think I hit it all. It was an awesome day. So glad you joined me, and I'll see you real soon.